Hello everyone, welcome back to DrayTek Australia and New Zealand. My name's Darren and I'm excited to introduce you to the DrayTek Vigor C510 series routers, a fantastic lineup designed to bring exceptional performance and flexibility to your home or office network. The Vigor C510 series routers are broadband, 5G cellular and Ethernet VPN security routers suitable for small to medium-sized businesses. Two models are available. These are the base model Vigor C510 with 5G LTE and Ethernet WAN features, and the Vigor C510AX, which in addition includes Wi-Fi 6 capability. To configure the LTE connection in the Vigor C510 routers, the dual SIM slot allows you to use two mobile network providers, so that in the event that one mobile network fails, the router can switch to the secondary SIM card and its cellular network connection. It's also backwards compatible with 4G LTE if a 5G network is unavailable. To make it work, we first need to attach some antennas. There are two LTE antennas in the box, and you'll need to fit them on each side of the router. These are the ones with the rounded tops. The other pointier ones are for the Wi-Fi if you have the 11AX model. Once connected, it should look like this. Now we need to install at least one SIM card. First, remove the cover on the router's rear. Magnetic screwdrivers are handy for this situation, so you don't drop the screws somewhere under the desk. Now remove the SIM card holder by first pushing it in, and it'll pop out. Here's one we installed earlier. Notice the SIM card holder has two sides, so we can install two nano SIM cards. Let's install a second one from another ISP on the other side. If you're only installing one SIM card, install it into the SIM1 side, which will end up on top. Now carefully insert the carrier back into the SIM slot in the router and refit the SIM card cover. Okay, once you've attached the antennas and installed the SIM cards, you're ready to start configuring the 5G connection. After logging into the router, go to the Configuration WAN Setup menu and select Edit for the WAN 5 Cellular WAN. Make sure it's enabled. Select IPv4 for LTE physical type, then enable SIM1. USB mode in this case is DHCP, so I'll leave it at that. Disable Auto APN if enabled. The APN in this case is Vodafone, which is live.vodafone.com.au. For other ISPs, the APN should be available on their websites if unsure. Incidentally, APN stands for Access Point Name. Network mode we could leave at auto, but we know we have a good 5G signal here, so we'll force it to use 5G only. Same principles for our second SIM. Make sure it's enabled. Disable Auto APN if enabled. This one's Telstra, so we'll use telstra.internet as the APN. And we'll also set the network mode to 5G only. Since we have both SIM1 and SIM2 enabled, be aware that SIM1 will be the primary SIM and SIM2 will be the backup when the SIM1 connection goes down. You can't have both SIMs online at the same time and load share them like you could with two Ethernet WAN connections on a 2927 router, for example. And down here we have SIM failover settings, where you can set the fail count threshold before the router fails over to the second SIM card. This bridge option here will disable NAT, so you can use the C510 as an LTE modem only to plug into something like a Vigor 3912S. Keep WAN connection prevents the WAN from dropping due to idle timeout. WAN DNS uses the ISP's DNS if left at auto, or you can manually specify a DNS server. WAN connection detection allows more options for the failover. We'll leave it at the default always on for this demo. And MTU can stay at the default 1500. Finally, click Apply to save the settings. Now wait a couple of minutes for the 5G connection to come up. Then go back to the dashboard and you can check the status of the connection by looking at the WAN status section. For WAN 5, green text and an IP address means we're online. Job done. Be aware that signal strength and network congestion can vary throughout the day. So let's hop over to Ookla, but there are a lot of these speed testing sites available if you search for speed test. Then just click on Go and wait for it to run its test. Average 73.27 megabits per second for download and 20 milliseconds for ping. Not bad. And for the upload speed, we're getting an average of over 20 megabits per second, which is also pretty acceptable. Let's test our Telstra SIM. Okay, 86.89 megabits per second download and 23.64 megabits per second upload. A bit faster than our Vodafone SIM, but again, signal strength and network congestion will affect things, and that can vary throughout the day. For more information about DrayTek products, please check out our website at www.draytek.com.au or send us an email to sales@draytek.com.au or give us a call on 02 9838 8899. Please like and subscribe below, and if you'd like a notification anytime we put up a new video, please select all from the subscribe drop-down menu as well. Thanks and bye for now.